Hi, and welcome to this video introduction to dynamic layers. So dynamic layers are basically blueprints that are generated or spawned at runtime by Erizos Studio, but they behave like a control layer. It will show up as a different element inside Erizos Studio that you can add to your playlist and control individually. So I have my blueprints. I'm going to show you how we can take an existing blueprint and convert it into a spawnable layer, basically. So I have this league table that is currently controlled by a control blueprint, but I want to change this so that I don't need to basically create another layer and add my blueprint to that control layer, but it'll just be added automatically. So I'm going to make a copy of this, duplicate, and I'm going to call this BP dynamic table. Okay. And I need to make a few small changes to it. I'm just going to remove this from my world so that we don't get confused. I need to make a few small changes. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Now, the first thing we need to do is go into the class settings, and we need to change the parent class from actor to just search for dynamic. You have dynamic layer base actor, and this is inherited from actor, so it's not going to cause any functionality problems. It's just the way that we basically find which blueprints can be spawned. Okay, so that's the first change I need to do, and the other change I need to make is because this blueprint was controlled using control blueprint before, these events, the on layer in, are inherited from the control blueprint, and we don't actually need them anymore. So, well, we do, but we're not using the control blueprint anymore, so we need to get the events from the layer. So I'm just going to right click and say on layer in, and this is the event when the dynamic layer is triggered in, and I need on layer changed. This will be when the layer is updated, and the last one is on layer out, so we actually remove any elements or animate them out. Okay, so I can go ahead and compile save, and I don't need to make any more changes to this. The last thing I need to do is add the, if I search in place actors here in my, I search for dynamic, so we have dynamic layers actor, and we need to have one of these in our level. Just to, this is basically how we access the component that accesses and searches and generates the spawns. Okay, the only thing we need to do in this one is set the folder to where our dynamic blueprints are. So my folder here is the blueprint, so I'm just going to do /bp. That's the folder I'm working in. Okay. You can, if you want, add multiple of these with different folders if you want to manage them differently, but just to keep it simple, we're going to have one, and it's going to show us all the dynamic blueprints that we have in this folder, which is just the one at the moment. So I'm going to hit save and play. And now I'm going to jump into Erizos Studio. I'm going to go to import, search for my project, select the level, and now we'll see that we have this BP dynamic table element. Okay, so I can double click that to add it to my rundown. And here we have the table. So let's just put something in here. We'll see. 20 points. I'm just going to do this very, very quickly and not to worry about too much spelling mistakes or anything like that. And okay, so this is my element, and now I can hit take in, and we can see that the blueprint is generated on the fly. It's spawned. We can change the values. So say, for example, if we change the order over here and I hit take in, we'll play the update animation. So that's how simple it is. Just to review this again, we need to make sure the blueprints that we want to generate have the parent class dynamic layer base actor, and we need to have a dynamic layer actor inside our level pointing to the folder where our blueprints are. Thanks for watching.